I would get better.
All right, y'all, external vehicle inspection. We're gonna start with the front of the vehicle. I'm gonna start with my headlight. Headlight lenses, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, clean and clear. My light lenses and reflectors on the front of the vehicle, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. They are clean, clear, proper color of amber. Then we're gonna open the hood, maybe.
Clear.
All right, so on the passenger side, we're gonna start with our coolant reservoir. My coolant reservoir is properly mounted, secure. It's not cracked or broken. I see no leaks. It's at the proper operating level. My cap's on tight. On the passenger side and driver's side, I'm looking to make sure I don't see any fluid dripping or no puddles on the ground. And I'm also checking for air leaks. Make sure I don't hear any air leaks on all the hoses on the engine compartment. Then we're gonna go on over to the driver's side. So on the driver's side, I like to start with my little dipstick. I'm gonna start by checking my oil. To check my oil, I would pull it out, wipe that dipstick off, reinsert it, pull it out, make sure it's at proper operating level. Reinsert it. From there, I'm gonna move on to my steering system. So I'm gonna start with my power steering fluid reservoir. It is properly mounted, secure. It's not cracked or broken. I see no leaks. It's at the proper operating level and my cap's on tight. My hoses on my power steering system, properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, see no leaks. Then I'm gonna move down to my steering gearbox. It is properly mounted, secure, it is not cracked or broken. I also see no leaks. There's no loose or missing hardware on the gearbox. From there, I'm gonna move to my arms, linkages, and connecting rods on my steering system. They are properly mounted, secure, they're not cracked or broken. Then I'm gonna move to my joints and sockets, which connect all of those. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. From there, I'm going to move to my castle nuts and my cotter pins. They are all present, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. After my steering system, I'm going to move into my suspension. So I'm going to go to my leaf spring mounts, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. My leaf spring itself is going to be properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, not shifted or missing. Moving on back, I'm going to go to my shock, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. I see no leaks. From my shock, I'm gonna move straight over to my brake air hose, properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. I hear no leaks. From my airline, I'm gonna move inside my rim to my brake drum and my linings. They are properly mounted and secured. They are not cracked or broken, and they are free of contaminants. From there, I'm gonna move out to my wheel or my rim. You can say it either way. Properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. There's no illegal welds. Then I'm going to move to my tire tread, which is evenly worn, at least 4/32 of an inch, and there's no chunks missing. My sidewall has no abrasion, bulges, or cuts, and I hear no leaks. My lug nuts are all present, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, and there's no rust trails or shiny metal to indicate loose. From there, I'm going to move to my metal valve stem, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. I hear no leaks, and if I were to check it, I'd use an air gauge to make sure it's at proper operating level. Moving on back on this particular truck, my mirror mount, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. My light lenses and reflectors on the side of my vehicle, truck and trailer. They're all properly mounted, secure, they're not cracked or broken, proper color of amber. This particular truck does not have a depth tank, but I'm gonna say my fuel tank and or depth tank, properly mounted, secure, they're not cracked or broken. I see no leaks. My caps will both be on tight, and my lines are not leaking off the tanks. I'm gonna move back to my batteries, my battery box. My batteries inside are gonna be secured. The terminal ends are gonna be clean, free of corrosion, and none of the wires are gonna have rips, tears, or frays. Battery box lid or door is secure. Moving on back, we're gonna start with our airlines. Properly mounted, secure, no abrasion, bulges, or cuts. I hear no leaks. My airline connectors on both ends are gonna be properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. Also, hear no leaks. I would check to make sure my glad hand seals are not ripped, torn, or frayed, and they're intact. My electrical line, properly mounted, secure, not ripped, torn, or frayed. Connectors on both ends, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. Safety latches are in place. My lines have proper clearance between the lines and the frame, which means they're not dragging. From there, I'm going to go to my frame. My frame is not cracked or broke. There's no loose or missing hardware. Moving farther back now, we're going to go into coupling. I'm going to start with my apron. It is properly mounted, secure. It's not cracked or broken. There's no gap between my apron and my fifth wheel skid plate. My fifth wheel skid plate is properly mounted, secure. It's not cracked or broken. It's properly greased. From there, I'm going to move to my fifth wheel release arm or handle, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, and it is fully engaged. Right behind that is going to be my pivot pin, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. And then my platform, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. This is a fixed fifth wheel on this particular truck. If it were a sliding fifth wheel, I would have locking pins to keep the fifth wheel from moving. To inspect those, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, and fully engaged. From there, I'm going to move behind the truck, and I'm looking up into the fifth wheel now. My kink pin is going to be properly mounted, secure. It's not cracked or broken. And then my locking jaws are properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, and they are locked around the shank of the kink pin. Coming back out from underneath, proper clearance between the rear of my truck and my landing gear. My landing gear frame is properly mounted, secure. It's not cracked or broken. There's no loose or missing hardware. My landing gear feet or pads, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, fully raised. My landing gear crank handle is put away, secured. And I'm gonna move back a little farther and look up underneath the trailer. My trailer deck and frame is properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, and I see no holes in my floor. And we're gonna move on back. Underneath here is our tandem release arm, and just above that is going to be tandem locking pins. I'm going to make sure that they are both properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken, and they are fully engaged or locked into place. And then we're going to move to the back of the trailer. Back of the trailer, my light lenses and reflectors, properly mounted, secure, not cracked or broken. They are clean and clear, proper color of red. And then last but not least, my required reflective tape on the rear and the side of the trailer is present. That's the external inspection.
Thank you.
World Star!
8 minutes.